Alright, let's see. We got this live stream going here. I had to change a couple settings, but we should be good to go now. Today is another day working on Spellborne here. It's going pretty well so far. The minimap was an absolute beast, it turned out. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be, but we got this thing done. We pulled it off. So here we go. This is the world map right here. And as you can see, my marker is right here. It shows my team color right here, as well as the very obvious glowing dot. And this is live updating, so it'll actually track all the players on the map wherever they are. Like here, let me join on my alt real quick, and I'll kind of show you how this looks with another person in the game. Let me get my phone running here. I ran into a lot of problems making this. It's very technically difficult, I would say. But it should, yep, there we go, it adds my character. It is a little bit slow on my phone here. My phone isn't exactly the best. There we go. See, this will accurately display your position this way, and it'll also accurately position you vertically as well. So if I hop on my broom on my phone here, and I fly up into the air, you should be able to see it on the map as well. So you can actually see kind of like, and get like an idea of like what people are actually doing based on this. It's actually pretty cool. Also, if I go into apparate, you can still see it as well. I might change that. Make apparating people invisible on the map. I'm not really sure. But you can kind of like see, like if I fly all the way up here and apparate, you can actually see where I'm going. It's pretty cool, I would say. So if I go over to the arena over here, the Coliseum, you should be able to see it. And yeah, height-wise, it is very accurate. So if I stand on top of the thing, it actually shows me positioned standing perfectly on top of it. It's actually really cool. And like one of the weird things about this is that you can actually fly around with the map open, and you can run around with it open. So theoretically, you could actually have the map open 24/7 and just travel around using the map. It's like playing on like a weird, like pixelated version of the game. It's like super weird. It's kind of trippy almost. If I hop in apparate, there we go. It's really trippy. Yeah, there's my alt right there. Now I'm next to him. But it is very, this is very cool, because not a lot of games have a 3D minimap as like a feature. So this is like actually really cool. Just the only downside to this is that there can only be like one of these maps in the game at a time, because these are very large. You can imagine that all of these individual pieces here is a part, and based on how many parts there are in a row and how many columns there are, this could probably get very laggy. Like, can't exactly do the math on it, but it has 300 rows or so. It's like 350, I think, about. And each row has like at least like a few hundred parts in it. So if you do the math, I mean, that's already a lot. That's obviously a lot. But anyways, though, that's besides the point. This is a very cool invention, I must say. It is very cool. Oh, frick. Hold on, something just came up. I'm gonna, like, pause the stream. Hold on. I don't know how to, like, pause the stream. And then people are like, where did he go? You know, hold on. Let me put something on the screen here, actually. Let me see, starter GUI. Let me just make a screen GUI. Text button. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. I just made this in studio. I gotta freaking use the bathroom. Holy crap! This just came out of absolutely nowhere. All right, hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic. Alright, I'm back. How are we? Should be all good now. Let me see here. Ah, frick, how long was I? About like 10 minutes, yeah. Just about. Let me see here. Alright. Let me get this screen off here. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, anyways, now I'm back from my bathroom break. It came upon me very suddenly. So, as I was showing you the mini map already. We already showed this off. Pretty cool, I would say. Definitely a good feature for the game. It is very good. And what else? Yeah, other progress. Yeah, that's kind of what this video was going to be about. So, other progress I've made is essentially nothing. Like we've only gotten the map done since that. I mean, the map is very important. Obviously, people are not going to know where anything is without a map, right? Obviously, very important. But yeah, basically though, the only thing that I have to do is add a shop to buy stuff like wands and brooms, and also sell materials and consumables that you own. And after I do that, it's just going to be polishing up the game a bit, and then the game should be ready for the official beta launch. And I'm going to try to get a lot of people in this game as possible. Hopefully it'll be a big event. I hope it's going to be successful. If it's not, that's going to be very sad. Yeah. So we're gonna, let's see, we're gonna go back up here. I'm actually just gonna work on the shop on stream, cause why the heck not? There isn't really a point not to. So let's get the show on the road. Let's see, we're gonna make a screen GUI, and then we're gonna make. Let's see. Actually, no. How about we take crafting menu? So I like the design of it. Oops, I didn't mean to open that. I accidentally hit another tab. Alright, let me see. Shop menu. That's what we'll name it. Shop menu. We're going to make this enabled. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is have how it already is. Let me see. Let me see. Output side divider, right frame, consumables, frame, and materials. I think what I'm going to do is have it set up to where it like shows all of your materials and all of your consumables, and you can like click on them, right? Huh. Actually, no. I gotta think of this. I gotta like think of like how to make this as user friendly as possible. You know, right? Hmm. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to have a buy and a sell area. That's what I need to do. So let's get rid of. Oh. Well, we can get rid of this. We don't need these. Fill recipes, we don't need these. Clear recipes, don't need those. Basically, the only thing I want is these. Because this is the thing that I wrote that will that will display what items you have. Alright. Let's get rid of this icon here, because it's not the crafting menu. And let's add a GUI element to this. Let me see, I should be able to do something like this. And then if I add a text label to it, let me see, size 1, background transparency 1, do Fundamento, text shop, and then do text scaled. Okay, so then something like this, and then make the text white. Nope, that did not, hold on. I think I hit the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. There we go, shop. See, now it's a shop, obviously. And now I need to make it so you can click on the icons. I'm trying to think of how. Let me see, recipe template. This is not. Yeah, this is not what I need. But what I will do is I'll take this and I'll redo the UI on here. Let me see, recipe name. Let me see, we'll do item name. Item name. We'll rename these item name text so I don't get them confused. And we're going to get rid of the arrow. Actually, because I need to have it show what the item is and then have like a sell button. So we're going to get rid of, let's see, where is output, ingredients, we'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of the arrow. And then the craft button, transaction button. That's what we'll name it. And then we'll just name it, let's see, text sell. Oops. Okay, there we go. Then make this blank so I don't get that confused. Alrighty. And then I just need to move this upwards so that it's on the same height as item name. The position is 0. There we go. And then we'll just shrink this down. And then we'll have to make the item name, the size of it 1, I think. Yeah, something like this. Let's see. Yeah. Something ain't matching up here, and it's bothering me. Because, see, this has a gap, but then this doesn't have a gap. This is bothering me. Oh, I see the problem here. UI aspect ratio. There we go. There doesn't need to be a left scroll frame, though, I think. No, I think about it. There doesn't need to be one. Oh. Let's see here. Yeah, there doesn't need to be one because it's just. So let's get rid of this. Actually, let's just make it so the canvas size is. There we go. No, I don't need to change anything. Okay. So you have the recipe template. So this will actually be changed to item info button. Item info button. That's what we'll do. Let me see here. All right. Let me see. Analytics. Oh, there's someone watching my stream right now. Hello there, whoever is watching it. Alright, so let's actually rescale this, because this is like tiny. Ooh, that looks weird. Okay, let me see here. Oh, that looks horrible. Look at this. Ew. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, hold on, let me fix this real quick, because this looks really weird. Well, actually, I should be able to, hold on. UI aspect ratio. I'll put this one in here as well, I think, yeah. I think, yeah, something like this. Oh shoot! Now it's being dumb. Man, designing UI sure is awesome. I will say that for sure. You need to dink around with it for a long time. There you go. Awesome. See, this is all right. Let me move this further in, so it has somewhat of like a gap. Why is it? Oh, it's because I'm changing the size. Silly. There we go. So now it shows item name and then the option to sell it. I'll probably have it say how much it is. Yeah, sell for it. Yeah, I'll just have it be inside of that button actually. So we'll make this a little bit bigger. Oh shoot, that's an odd number. Gotta make sure it's centered. Ah, that looks horrible. I hate that. Oh, jeez. There we go. All right. And then I think, actually, let's do this. UI padding. I think this is what I need. Yeah, something like this. Let me see, device simulator. Okay, that looks cool. All right. Alrighty. Oh, I should probably actually add some on the top as well. There we go. Alrighty. Now we're good. Alright. So now I need to do... Shoot, this is gonna be... this is gonna be fun. Okay. So instead of... Let me see. Cell output side. This is... Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll actually have it... I'll have like a variant of this materials and consumables be from your inventory, and then I'll also have another one where it's from the shop as well. And then this side is just going to be information and the buy and sell button. We'll just kind of make it simple like that. I think that'll work. Fun. All right, let's add a button at the bottom. Make these sell items. And let's make another text button for buying items. But actually, hold on. Let me just copy, because I already have a button designed. So why don't I just use this? Okay, paste into, there we go, something like this. And then just downscale this. Then we have buy items. And then we have sell items. Yeah, something like that. And let's just recolor this. There you go, buy and sell. Alright, so then sell output side. So now I need to make duplicate buy output side. So we have the divider and the right frame. Okay, so we have consumables, materials. Oh shoot, this is gonna get complicated quick. Because I want to make it so materials and consumables and wands and brooms are able to be bought. Trying to think. I think what I'll do is I'll make it all one scrolling frame and then just put segments inside of it. So I think something like that might work. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's get rid of this item template. What is this? Well, we don't need that because the other menu has it. So yeah, we can get rid of that. This, however, can get deleted with use UI list layout instead. Make this not visible. All right. Let's make this slightly larger as well. There we go. And then I should be able to, let me see. Purchases, scroll frame. Oh, something like that. And then I need to make miniature frames. So let's do this. Wands and brooms. Well, actually, no, I should make them separate. So that'll be wands. Let's see here. Border size pixel, we'll do like 1 or something. What is the background color? Something like this. Because I can't make it transparent, otherwise it'll not have an outline around it. So something like that'll work, and then we'll put a title on it. Oh shoot. Title, let me see here. Wands. There we go. Ah, frick. I forgot, you have to always change the size from offset in order to scale every single time you make a new freaking UI element. It's actually pretty annoying, I will say. I wish it was automatically put on scale instead. There we go, that works. This also needs to put on scale too. What can you do though? Alright. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have this, wands, let me make another one. Okay, perfect. It does the thing. Let me see. I should put UI padding on here. Yeah, there we go. Something like this. Okay. There we go. So let's change the size of this title here. It doesn't need to be so big. Wands, brooms. Yeah, that works. Let me see any comments on here at all. No, nothing yet. One person said hello, but that's it. So we got wands, we got brooms. Let's see, what else do we need to add? We need to add materials and consumables. What's that beeping outside? Oh, it's a truck. Alright, let's see. So we got materials, and then we got consumables. So there we go. We have wands, brooms, materials, and consumables. And I think what I'll do is I'll have it so you can just click on the item inside of the UI. Ooh. Ah. And then what it'll do after you click on the item is it'll populate information on this left side here, and then it'll give you the option to buy it if you have enough money for it. It's basically what I'm going to have this do here. So let's see here. I'm going to add, let me see, right frame purchase, scroll frame. So I'm going to have this paste into here, item template. This will be for materials, material template. And then I'm going to steal something from, let's see here. Where is Spellbook? There it is. Let me see. Frame, let me see. Material, consumable template. Yeah, this is what I need. So this stuff has a viewport frame inside of it. And what this does is it actually lets you see what the item looks like too, as well as displaying how many you have. So what I'm gonna do is, I mean, at least it should, I believe. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna put this inside of, where's the shop menu? There it is. Let me see, purchases, and this will be the material template, this will be consumable template, and then we'll have the broom template, and the wand template, copy. Alright, there we go. Now, this is the tricky part. I don't really remember. Okay, storage, script parental name. Okay, so this all runs local and it just goes based off of script.parent.parent.name. So you just have to rename this whatever you want it to be. Okay, cool. That's pretty easy. All right. So if I take this, for example, wand template, and paste it into wands, and make it visible. We need to put UI aspect ratio constraint in here. And then make it a little bit bigger so you can see what it is. Perfect. And then, yeah, I think since I don't really want to like I want this to look a certain way, I'm just gonna put all of like the wands and brooms in here manually. Given that there's a lot of them. Materials, on the other hand, I can make this procedural. Consumables, I'll probably do manually, but materials is just gonna be like a list or something that I'll have scripted. But yeah, let's get on with this. Let's see, wand template wands. We'll name this. Actually, let's see, what wands do we have available here? Oh, frick. Replicate storage wands. So we have, oh. I think what I'll have is the steel staff be purchasable. Musket staff, matchlock wand, fencer wand. Yeah, I think we'll have all 4 of those purchasable right away, even though they're obviously going to be a little expensive because it's going to be new. So we'll do open up wands again. Oh, I have the wrong one out. So wand template. So if I do, let's see, if I manually change the name of this to steel staff, and then change the name to steel staff, it should, oh frick, I didn't mean to do that. Gear label text, steel staff. Yeah, and then this should work theoretically. So let's try this out. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Uh-oh. This is not interesting. Oh, you know why? It's because the script is not enabled. That's why, silly. There you go. Now it should work. There you go. See, now it shows the steel staff in there. Might not be very good, but it does show it. And I basically just add the other ones to it manually, and then add the broom to it. And then just add prices to each one individually. Actually, script that parent gear label that text equals to script that parent that. So then I don't have to go and actually change the text on each gear label. So then I should be able to do UI grid layout. Oh shoot. What is this thing? Oh, it turned. Yeah, I forgot it grabs everything that's in there. Shoot. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. Then I have to do this manually. Man, unless if I want to spend forever making the UI work correctly. Rather just do it this way, to be honest. Let me see, we got that. What else was I thinking of? There was something else in here. The fencer wand, yeah, that's what I couldn't think of. There we go. And then it should show these 4 wands in here now, correctly. As long as I typed in the names. Yep, there we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, so then what I need to do is, let's see. Now I need to trim down the script for the shop menu. Let me see. Actually, no, I already did. It's just because the recipes here. Okay, scroll frame. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, so now I just need to do... Okay, so let's start scripting this. Okay. So for I button in pairs... Let me see. Well, actually, no, hold on. Let's define these first. Local, let me see, purchase. Local, hold on, local purchase. Let me see. Materials frame equals script parent dot by frame. Yeah. Dot by output side dot right frame dot purchases scroll frame dot materials. So I just make one for each of these. There we go. Now I need to get all the templates down. Oh shoot. How did I even miss that? That's crazy. Alright, consumable template, and then we have another consumable template here, and then local material. Material template. There we go. Nice. All right. All right. So for I button in pairs. Let me see. Let's go to ones. Okay, so ones. Purchase ones frame. Get children do. If button dot class name equals frame. Yeah, that should be. Then button dot gear template dot mouse button one click. Oops. Click connect function. There we go. So then this could be, let's see. Local last clicked equals nil. Okay. Last clicked equals button. So this. I think I need to add another thing here. Let me see. Object value. Last clicked. Little script dot last clicked. Last click that value equals button. There we go. Awesome. Cool. So then now I just need to add that for each one. Let me purchase brooms frame. There we go. Let me see. Purchase materials. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to update a variable for each thing you click on. So it'll update this, and every button in these menus that you click on, it will change this variable value to be this. So what then I can do is I can actually have a function that will detect if this is changed and just put it, say, down here somewhere. And what this will do is it can update this left side here, and it'll show the item name that you clicked on, and then it'll give you the option to buy it, and it'll show how much it's worth. I feel like that could work, and I think that's how I'm going to do this. So after we do that, now let's make it so last clicked dot changed connect function. So if last clicked that value doesn't equal to nil, then local item cost equals last clicked find first child item cost. So let's add this actually. Let's add a number value. Actually, no int. I want whole numbers only. Paste into. And then we'll also paste these into each template as well, just so that they're already in there. Awesome. So then that should return that, okay, if item cost, well, actually, no, I don't need to check for it because they'll all have it in there regardless. So what I need to do is, oh shoot, all these freaking scripts, we need to close all these. We don't need all these open. I want to change these too. Actually, no, it doesn't freaking matter. Doesn't matter. We're not going to worry about that right now. I don't know why I'm worrying about that. It's not important. All right. So last clicked. Let me see. Now I need to define this. Let's see here. Left scroll frame. Okay, so local by, and then let's put the ampersand symbol, and cell, not but, by and so. Oh, can I not put an ampersand in there? Okay. By cell button equals GUI dot mainframe. No. The left scroll frame dot item info button. There we go. There, now we have it defined. So by cell button dot, let's see. Shoot. Because I needed to determine if it needs to sell it or buy it. I have an idea. Okay, if last clicked find first ancestor right frame. No, if by output side, yeah, we'll do that. By output side, then by cell button dot transaction button equals buy for let me see item costs dot value coins. So then it'll say buy for how much it costs coins. Let me see, and then by cell button dot item name dot item name text equals, let's see, last click dot name. So this should work. I think it's scripted enough to work, so let's test this out. Oh, wow. Ah. Output side is, oh, that probably needs to get fixed. Alright, so main 5. Symbols frame equals main frame dot, let's see. Dot output side. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Cell outside. Okay, this should fix it. Huh? Uh-oh. There seems to be a problem here. Oh. See, it's doing the thing. It's changing it. Interesting. Last, cause I hold on. If find first ancestor by output side, maybe that's what's wrong here. I mean, it should work because by output side. Yeah, I didn't spell it wrong or anything. Huh. Oh, it's because it's last clicked, not last clicked that value. Duh. See, that's that little thing about scripting that always gets you every time. There you go. Now it should actually work. Okay, what's actually going on? Transaction button is not a valid member of frame. Oh, that's probably an actual problem. Line 66 by sell button transaction button. Let me see here. Just by sell button. How is it not a valid member of? That's the same name. How is that not right? Item info button, it cannot find transaction button. That doesn't make any sense. It's not a... It has to be spelled wrong. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. Oh. That's why. Freaking silly, dude. Freaking silly. That's just how it is, you know? That's just how it is. Okay, there we go. Finally. Alright. Awesome sauce. Now I just gotta make it so when you actually click the buy button, it does stuff now. So let's get that going. Alright, so let's see. buy sell button dot transaction button dot mouse button click connect function. So basically, we're just going to run this again. Let's see. Do we have a variable here? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Local, hold on. Local money equals player. That player coins and levels dot money dot value. Notification dot notify player. Player attempted to buy, just to test if this actually works. Last clicked dot value dot name. For item costs dot value. Coins, you have money coins. Okay, so this should write a nice message for me each time I attempt to buy it. And let's just make sure that it doesn't error out if there's nothing currently selected. So we're just going to test that. Cool. Pair coins and levels. Oh, I freaking capitalized L on accident. Let me just check if that's actually... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I accidentally capitalized the L. I always do that. I accidentally capitalize the L while I'm typing. Especially if the letter before that was capitalized. It's a weird habit for some reason. There you go. Attempted to buy a steel staff for 100 coins. You have 2089 coins. Okay, so that's perfect. It actually works then. Awesome. Sweet. Ugh. All right. So, okay. Oh. Now the tricky part. Well, I have to make it differentiate what kind of item you want to buy. So let's figure this out. So local item type equals last clicked dot value. And I think I can go by what parent the item is actually. So it should be, yeah, okay. Yeah, this should be easy. Last click dot value dot parent. So if item type equals dot parent dot name. So So if item type equals wands, then yeah. Else if item type equals brooms, because I have to have a different function for each item. It has to be a different thing. Also, item type equals materials, yeah. Item type, oops, not what I wanted, not what I wanted. There we go. So now we have these four there. Should, let me see, let's just do notification that player is a wand. So what this should do is it should say that it is a wand. So I'll know that it's working correctly. Awesome. Okay. So now what I need to do is just write a purchasing function. So let's do a function tempt purchase wand. Oh, and I also need to have it check if the amount of money you have is enough for the item. Duh. If the money is greater than or equal to item cost dot value. There we go. Because then this will check to make sure that you have equal to or more than the amount of money required to purchase it. What is going on here? Oh, it's because of this. There we go. All right. So then what this should do is attempt purchase wand, and all I need is the name of the item. So last clicked dot value dot name. Yep. Let me see, name. Item name. Okay. And then let's see, do I have a module for this already made? I think so, but I could be wrong. No, I do not, but I do know how to do this. It's very easy. My system that I've created is very easy to run. It's just a folder with subfolders. That's all it is. So basically, it would just be adding. Yeah, it would just be adding one of these, just making a bool value with the name of the item. That's all it is. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Oh, it's the same for wands and brooms. Okay, so it could actually be the same function then. So local bool equals instance dot new bool value. Bool dot name equals item name. Bool dot parent equals player. Oops. Yeah, that is That is extremely simple. That is so unbelievably simple. Okay. And then I just need to make it subtract how much money you have. So, money. Money, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna make sure, we're just gonna do it this way. Player comes money to value. Minus equals, let's see, item cost dot value. There we go. Yeah, and then notify player, let me see. Bought, let's see, item name. Actually, no, I should put it not in here. I should put it right here. The end. No. For, hold on, what did I do here? Yeah, done. Last click dot value dot name. There you go. For item cost dot value coins. Then we'll do else. So then this is an else statement to having enough money. So basically, I'm going to put a notification here saying you don't have enough money. Player, let me see. You cannot afford this item. Yeah, so then this should, I could actually just paste this into rooms. Or, there we go. Very, very easy. Awesome sauce. And then let's just verify that this actually worked. Let's just verify this because I want to verify it. So let's see here. Players, levels, mode items. Okay, so it should show up in here if it works. And it should do all the notifications and whatnot. So musket staff. Let's do steel staff. Let's see. Purchase. Awesome sauce. It subtracted my coins. It did the thing. It gave a notification, and now I have a steel staff. Awesome sauce. Beautiful. It works very well. I could just keep buying steel staffs until I don't have any money. Let's just buy a bunch of these. And it should say I don't have enough money. You cannot afford this item. Perfect. Okay, so it actually works then. Here, let me go on server side and just delete all of these steel staffs because I don't want my inventory just being full of these. There we go, that works. Alright. Cool. That's awesome. Alright. So now we have that. Now I just need to wire in a module I have for this, give consumable and give material, into this as well, and then you should be able to buy consumables and materials. So give material, player, amount, so it'll be just 1. and then item name. So let's see here. Let me see. Last clicked value.name. There's nothing else. Okay, cool. And then just subtract this. There we go. And then just make these show up a little bit quicker. Just because materials, you're not going to really care about really what it says. There you go. That's very easy. And then just do this for give consumable. Yeah, the only reason why I have a module for giving consumables and materials but not wands or brooms is because it requires a bit of math, because I have to do string manipulation to save like all these numbers and whatnot. That's the only reason why. Let me see, give... There we go. So then this should be exactly the same anyways. Yeah, item name, amount, yeah. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, so now I just need to add the items to this side and make the buy and sell items button actually swap between menus. So let's finish adding these. So I gotta add 2 brooms to this menu here. So let's take broom template, copy, and we're gonna paste this into brooms, paste into. Actually, no, we're just gonna take the one out of here, because all I have to do is just all I have to do is change the position, and then the only thing I have to do, actually no, it's a little more complicated. Okay. So what this should do, and then I just need to rename this to... Hold on, what are the item names for this? I completely forgot brooms. Fancy carpet, that's what I named it. Fancy carpet, and then we'll duplicate this, and then we'll move this to position 0.2. And then we'll name this one Strange Cape, because it's modeled after Doctor Strange's cape. There we go. I'm not going to add the wood broom or the wood wand to the shop, because that's just your starter wand and broom, and I'm going to make them untradeable anyways, because I don't want people to like hard block themselves by not having a way to do combat or fly around on a broom. That would not be good. So I'm just going to make it so you can't do that. Excuse me. Alrighty. So we got those 2 added. Let me just test those to make sure they work. Which it should. It should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yep, there we go. The cape doesn't show up because the cape is it's like invisible. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure why it's invisible. I can't remember the reason, but it had a reason that it was invisible. I just can't remember. All right, and then let's see. Let's add consumables to this. We'll do materials last since that is a little bit different. Let's see here. Alright, okay, let's get back to this. I got distracted by something I saw. Alright, let's do... What is... Okay, consumable template. Alright, so this will take... Copy, paste into consumables. There it is. There's a little bit of a mess here. Make this visible. And then we'll make this the same size as... Actually, we'll take that into... There you go. Drag local, we don't need that in there. Viewport local, enable. Okay, and then I believe for consumables, I have to name them with an underscore. Yeah, because, let me see. Yep, I do. Okay, so we'll just change this up a little bit. Let's see, so healing potion. And we do script that parent that's gear label dot text equals string dot gsub. Script parent name, and then we'll do underscore replacement space. There we go. So then that should change this to a string that has the underscore substituted for a space. Alrighty. Then that means it still should work. Man. That means I also have to do string.gsub here. Let me see consumables. Okay. And then I don't think materials have this. Let's see. Material list. Yep, they do not have that, so they're just space. Alright. Awesome sauce. Oh, wait. And then we're gonna consumable template, see healing potion, duplicate the set position 0.2. 0.2. I typed in 0.2. Oh, it's gonna type it in the wrong spot. There you go. And then we'll name this bread, and then that should work. Awesome. It did rotate it kind of weird though, I see. Doesn't seem right. Because I know that it rotates it differently in, let me see, spellbook, consumable template, yeah, there it is. Test 90. No. It's just rotated weird, that's all. I don't really know. Interesting. Oh, well, I'll fix it eventually. Who cares? You'll be able to see that it's a freaking healing potion. Somebody says get rid of wand template. We don't need that. Let's get rid of consumable template. We don't need that. Broom template. Okay, and then now we just have material template left. This should be very, very easy. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Do I want it to pull from a list and just populate this menu? Or do I want to do it manually? Because, I mean, the materials that I let you buy from the shop aren't going to be, like, constantly changing. They're going to be pretty much the same. And they're going to be materials that are, like, really, really, like, widely used. I don't know, should I even allow materials be purchased from the shop? Because I gotta think, how will this, like, offset, like a resource economy in the game, right? Because why buy materials from people if you can just buy them from the shop, right? Like, there'd be no point. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't let you buy materials from the shop. Well, it really depends. I shouldn't make it so all of them can be bought. I should make it so only a select few can be bought. Yeah, that's how we could probably play this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it that way. All right, so we'll only add a few. So let's do material template. Let's put this inside of materials. Let's see here. Consumables, change the size to be the same as this one. Visible, yes. Okay, so item times 1. Yeah, we shouldn't have an amount. We should just have the name of it. And then I gotta add a text button inside of this. Let's see, text button. Let me see, size 1. And then we'll just name it gear template so it works. And I think if I change the transparency to 1, it should still detect clicks on it. And local script. Script.parent.frame inner dot item name dot text equals script the parent dot name. No, yeah. Okay, because we script that parent equals to script that parent name. Okay, so I would just change this. Okay, so let's change this to wood. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, just have it be wood. I think that works. I just gotta verify that this actually does in fact work. Uh-oh. Seems to be an error. Room template is not a valid member of scrolling frame. Shop menu. Room template. Oh, I forgot. I defined all the templates as a variable, and the templates are no longer needed. So let's delete those. Let me see here. Yep. Wood. Awesome. Let me give myself some money so I can buy the wood and test this out to make sure it actually works. Okay, I should have 189. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Player content levels, owned items. One, where is wood at? There it is. 34. Purchase. 35. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, and then I also need to do. Let's click that changed. Buy for item. Okay, so let me do. I need to add the string.g sub to this as well. There we go. Okay, but yeah, that works out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And now I just need to add. Actually, let's look at. I mean, none of these don't really have any uses right now. So I'll just be adding. I'll add wood, stone, and paper to this for now. Oh, and empty bottle as well. And empty bottle. Wood, stone, paper, empty bottle. And let me just make sure, yep, both capitalized, perfect. And then we'll just add item costs for each one. How much should I make these costs? They shouldn't cost a lot, they should be pretty cheap. Do like 15. Yeah, we'll go with 20. Paper, I'm gonna have an interesting crafting recipe for paper, so it'll be worth like a little bit more. There we go, something like this works. I'm gonna make healing potions expensive to buy. They'll be cheaper to make. Is there one? How much should I make wands cost? I don't even know. mean, I want these weapons to be in, like, an affordable range, you know, but I don't want them to be, like, dirt cheap, you know? Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know how to price these at the moment, because I... There you go. We did it. We got half of the shop done in this entire stream, which was only like 2 hours. Now I just need to make the selling portion, but I am going to end the stream here. Yeah, I mean, I am going to be polishing this up, obviously. It's not completely done, but yeah. After this, though, we're only going to have maybe, I don't know, maybe a few more days of work left before I could confidently put this game into beta. And then we can finally actually start getting more people to play this. The first of the first player base. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Join the Discord server if you haven't. Yeah, I'll post important updates coming very soon there. So make sure to join, obviously. That's all I got for today, people, so goodbye.